we are going to talk about one of Marvel's strongest heroes. His name is Colossus. His real name's Piotr.
Oh,
It's our voices with your imagination. Our theories take us down endless rabbit holes. We give our fellow nerds something to consider at the gaming table. Follow us as the Nerd Pow Wow.
welcome to the Nerd Pow Wow. Follow us on YouTube where we upload new videos every Friday, or check us out on your favorite podcast platform. Or we're live under SeraphTheHost every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where I got that 30 from. On Twitch. Spoiler warning, we do deep dives on characters, storylines, and theory crafting. With that said, Huango, who are we talking about?
We are going to talk about one of Marvel's strongest heroes. His name is Colossus. Part of the Rasputin family. He's got a sister named Ilyana.
Colossus is literally top 5 characters for me. It's so hard for me to narrow down, but I've always loved Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
I think I like this. I like the gentle giant nature of him. He's so strong and durable and everything else, but he's an artist at heart. He's a lot of his, he's when he's kind of retired before, like when they went through the Siege Perilous, he was an artist. He's always painting. He paints all the different his friends and everything else. I just really like that about him. He's this gentle giant. I know I've brought it up 100 times and I won't dive into it again, but that's why I was so taken by that when he killed Riptide and when the Marauders were killing the Morlocks, because that scene was so it's like I said, Storm afterwards says, "Oh no, Peter, he was meant for gentler things," because even she sees that loss of innocence, that he of all people should never be someone to do that.
To that point, yeah.
Yeah, it was just really good. But things about him that people don't know is he is related to Rasputin. Yeah, Mikhail, who is actually usually a villainous person. He was so things about Mikhail that are different is that Mikhail was stored for a long time. He wasn't around. And he was rescued. He was a cosmonaut. He was rescued, so he wasn't. I guess that thing's still on the cycle from the Tron video. I apologize. It's doing the blue.
That's all right. Hey, that works. You're transforming, right?
Right? Yeah. Mutating, if you will. But
here, kick the intro.
Oh. But he was pulled into a dimensional rift as a cosmonaut and was over there for a long time. So that's kind of how they retrofit him into the whole line, how he didn't exist before. He was just they just assumed he was dead, and so nobody talked about him. He has weird powers. He manipulates molecules. Not so much reality stuff. He's just warping energy. He literally can alter energy. So that's in subatomic matter. So it makes it kind of interesting. It makes his powers a little ambiguous. A lot of times when they use it in the comics, it's almost explosive. He's almost using it as a weapon. He's using it as a weapon, but he's using it in a concussive way, or altering things to cause things to change and explode or whatever. But I don't love the character. He's it just, I don't know. He just is not a. He just didn't fit in with the other two as much as I liked them to. They tried to create a new Rasputin and make it relevant. The Russian mythos of Rasputin. As a matter of fact, Rasputin worked with Dr. Sinister or Mr. Sinister. Rasputin. There were 2 mutant siblings, Romani mutant siblings, Elena and Ivan. Elena was the ancestor of Colossus as well. So, Rasputin had seduced her and had children, and later delved into it. There was even because when Rasputin died, he broke his consciousness off into the children in his family. So there was even a comic line later where his consciousness was coming back through with the kids as he was trying to kind of resurrect through the children. So he is related to them. It's kind of interesting how all of that goes back, and they tied it all in. But I don't know that that was the original intent, because Rasputin appeared in Marvel Comics in like the 50s, before Colossus was created. So I think maybe they kind of just retrofit it later. They picked Rasputin as a solid Russian name, and later on we're like, what the hell, we'll make him ring, kind of a
Why
retrofit
not?
it. But yeah, but it was really good.
Colossus didn't make his
I don't know,
first appearance till 1975, so Rasputin was around for quite a while before that.
Yeah, I mean, he was part of the crew. He appeared as the part of the crew that was sent to rescue the first X-Men team from the island of Krakoa. When he was one of the ones that was enlisted there. It was a difficult enlist for Xavier, because he really felt like his powers belonged to Russia, to the motherland. He was he's very Russian patriotic, but in a healthy way, not like some weird communist way. He was just loyal to where he was from. He believed in he's more classically Marxist in his belief, which is a lot more altruistic than the bastardization that has been communism in a lot of the world. So he was always tied. He always felt like he was being disloyal to his homeland, which was an internal struggle for him for a long time. But
yeah,
yeah.
And what do you think about the way he's been portrayed? Let's exclude the comics just for a moment, but like the animated series and then the movies, it seems like, especially each movie he's played in, he's been a different type of Colossus, especially with the animated series.
I really dislike the Deadpool Colossus.
Yeah, that was
Fair.
mostly physically. I don't like Colossus looking. Well, Colossus isn't bulky. He's muscular. He's very ripped, but that's one thing that set him apart from a lot of the powerhouses and strength, heavy strong characters in Marvel, was he wasn't this like giant mass of rippling muscle Hulk-like or anything else. He was lean, which made him fast and lithe and all these things, and it gave him an advantage, because he didn't used to be as strong as the others either. Colossus used to have, like, I think class 70 strength originally. He wasn't in the class 100. He wasn't as strong as those others, but he made up for it with fighting ability and this, like, I don't know. I just really like that, like, lean strength thing better than I did this lumbering, sort of clumsy, which is how he was portrayed in Daredevil. Colossus is never clumsy. Daniel Cudmore, I think, physically embodied him further, but no, I don't mean any offense, but I think Daniel Cudmore's he's like a dead fish. I mean, the guy has no like ability to like portray any kind of charismatic thing at all. He's just physically looked like Colossus, and that was it. Every time I see the guy act, I just don't understand how anybody gives him an acting role, because he's very just dry and I don't know, just not a great actor to me.
I always liked
offense intent.
I always liked when Colossus made appearances in the animated series, because he didn't play in there too often, but he buddied up with Jubilee, and I really enjoyed when he took on Juggernaut. When Juggernaut was robbing those banks and everyone thought it was Colossus. So
well, you knew it wasn't Colossus because he wasn't screaming Ileana the entire time.
Yeah, they kind of killed that in the animated series with the crying.
Yeah,
that's something we talked about way back when we did our Omega Red deep dive, because Colossus played in that episode, and that's where he was screaming out Ileana.
Was that his first appearance in the animated series?
No, I think it was the Juggernaut episode, because Colossus had actually sent a message to the X-Men for help when Omega Red took over, but Jubilee was left alone at the mansion, so she's the only one that responded and left a little note and then took off.
Ileana, though, I mean, that is really a tragic think she was a small child when she ended up in limbo
Yeah.
and grew up there in a different timeline and came back as this teenager, demonic and everything else. So that was really, she's, whereas Colossus is almost angelic in a lot of ways. It behaviorally and things like that. He has more of that kind of personality. Here she comes back demonic, which was absolutely, I think, supposed to be a yin and yang kind of mechanic between the two. Somebody recognized this tragedy of his sister being so dark, but then almost like she's still fighting towards the light kind of thing. I think that was intended, and I always liked that dynamic.
Yeah.
But it was very tragic, much more tragic than I think it gets play. So
They played her pretty well in Marvel's Midnight Suns. I liked her character in that game.
yeah, love her character in that game.
Mhm.
I'm sorry that they don't have Colossus in that game. It really bummed me out that they didn't.
Yeah, it is a shame because after they released it, they came out with 4 new characters, but I don't think they're doing any more characters now.
No, I've heard that
Yeah,
it's dead now,
Done with
which
the
is a
game.
shame. It's such a good game.
it is.
I wish that it wasn't panned like it was when it first came out, just because it was made by the makers of XCOM and everybody expected more of an XCOM-like game, and there was a lot of disappointment, and it didn't hit its target base until much later,
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shame because it's a fantastic game. I mean,
It is.
sure, it's a friend sim with superheroes, but I'm down for it.
Did you end up beating it?
Yeah.
Because
But
there was the good way and then there was I think it was light and dark. You could play both ends, and the first time I went through, I went light, and the second time I went through, I went dark. They give you different outcomes and stuff.
Yeah, I have a hard time. Like, I don't mind playing a scoundrel-like character, which is like just someone who's like kind of just Ronin-ish kind, rogue, kind of just out for themselves, but not evil. And I really have a hard time playing dark characters that are evil. I just don't get any reward out of it. I've tried before, and I don't mind them being cocky, arrogant, self-serving. I don't mind any of that. But they have to be in the face of evil, do the right thing.
Yeah, redeemable in some major way if they're going to be a shithead most of the time, right?
Right.
Yeah, you could be exactly like I don't mind playing an asshole. I don't mind being an asshole. But in the face of actual evil or actual darkness, just can't do it. I can't play that card. So
I see you have some stats up here. So Piotr is 6'6" normally, and then when he becomes Colossus, he's 7'5". So 7'5", 500. That's fearful. I'd be so scared.
Colossal man.
I'd be so scared.
They never talk about that either. They never talk about the fact that he grows.
He's 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should see him when he gets excited.
No, I don't want to.
Well, he starts at 6'6", so he's already kind of a shower,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They don't play that up much with his height, like the fact that he changed his height. Virtually never. I mean, even when he's drawn in the comics, you don't ever see when he transforms from one to the other this growth. It's never touched on, but it's been part of his power set the entire time. It's historically, look it up anytime.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just interesting. But,
all right, guys.
Juggernaut, that he was the avatar of Sidorak for a while. He was Juggernaut.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was very cool.
Yep. And Sidorak, I guess, liked him so much, he gave him a demon form, which is kind of funny you bring up with Ileana and all that.
True.
But yeah, I can't think of a better person than Colossus to get the Crimson Gem of Sidorak. That's pretty sweet stuff.
Yeah, like he needed it. Come on.
Think about the things that he's been through. He did that. He also had the Phoenix power for a while.
Yes.
When the Phoenix power broke up between all kinds of different people, he had the Phoenix power. I'm it's pretty intense. I think the only thing that saves people from being more fearful of Colossus is Colossus's heart. because the Colossus going batshit crazy is trouble. Like,
It's big
who's
trouble.
what's really gonna happen? Yeah, it's been trouble. Did you guys read the Age of Apocalypse, the original Age of Apocalypse?
Not yet. You
Did any
mentioned that, I think, in one of the past videos, and it's right on my to-do list.
And it's so good. But he and Kitty run a school together, but in that world, the school is much darker and militaristic, and they fight crazy ways. Kitty wears claws in this one. She kind of mimics Wolverine's claws. She has like a hand claw things, and she will hide inside of Colossus. So he's in there fighting, and all of a sudden she comes out intangible, cuts the shit out of people, and goes back inside, which is just terrifying and awesome at the same time. The only bad thing is they did something in that I'm not going to reveal it because I want you to feel the full impact of how shitty it felt. But they did something in that one that really bummed me out. But you'll know it when you read it. But yeah, I don't know. I've always liked him. I thought he was unsung. I think people think he's a little shallow or wallflowerish. Like he's never the dominant personality in the room. And even though I don't relate to that because I tend to talk too much as it is, I relate to this like trying to maintain this innocence and be a soldier kind of thing at the same time. I don't know. It just really always appealed to me. So.
What do you?
No, Colossus is awesome. I was trying to. I remember he got his heart ripped out or at least scratched into. I wanted to make sure it was Wolverine before I said something. But that's just another time he got stuck in his Colossus form until he had heart surgery from I think Magneto, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he got stuck. He got stuck in his. Well, that might have been that might have happened another time too. With when he was fighting the Marauders, he was so badly injured that he couldn't change back because if he would have died from his wounds. Magneto healed the wounds while he was in his metal form, but a side effect of the healing made it so that it was extremely difficult for him to go back and forth. The metal form became his native form, and he had to transform into flesh, and it was exceptionally difficult for him. He was actually paralyzed for a while. The healing Magneto did paralyzed him 100%. And then when he finally got his movement back, he was working with Excalibur, and but it eventually kind of went away. They kind of just faded that away. I don't think they ever really
we can't have this 7'5" paralyzed guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think they ever really addressed him not being able to him having difficulty transforming back and forth.
Yeah.
I think that just kind of went to the wayside.
Yeah.
But
imagine moving him. If he's paralyzed in that form, how in the world are you going to move him?
You got 150 X-Men that can have no problem lifting 500 pounds.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Xavier's nursing home for the colossal mutants. Oh man.
She just picks them up telekinetically, moves them over there. I don't think moving 500 pounds is a struggle for any of them.
You got strong man over there just helping out. They don't know what else to do with him.
Yeah, call the Thing for the Fantastic Four.
Yep.
They stand him up in the corner and dress him up as Han Solo for Halloween.
Oh, that's freaking great. So here's a question. If Colossus, let's say he went to Arby's because they got the meats, right? He's sitting there, 6'5" guy, just 6'6" guy, just choking down some Arby's melts, and he gets in a battle, right? He turns into a 7'5" Colossus. He gets mortally injured.
Oh, no.
And he has to stay in his Colossus form for multiple days. His internal organs turn into metal too. That food is still in his belly for days.
Oh.
So, and that stench has to be coming out of him, right? just pouring out of his mouth. So Colossus A has to have the worst breath of all of the X-Men just because he has just rotting food inside of him. And then when he gets out of that form, he's going to get massive food poisoning. There's no other way.
Yeah.
And what happens to his poop?
Right.
The gas just builds.
Sounds like somebody dropped a hammer when he takes a shit.
I
mean, that honestly, that his power in that way makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
You can't,
He grows to a 7'5" guy and stores up the 7'5" guy poop, and then he shrinks down to 6'6". He's got to poop. He's going to be constipated. This is what needs to be written about in the next Deadpool movie. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, I always like the idea of him being encased rather than solid. I mean, being solid metal is, I guess in theory, it sounds cool, but only in the comic books. Even in the comic books makes it hard for that to work. I mean, come on. How is he?
I think he's got some rotten Arby's melts in his tum-tum.
Sorry.
Ileana, I don't
even
feel good.
Even doesn't work like that. You'd have to have some kind of flexible metal. Like he'd have to be built up of different kinds of metals. Like, I guess his skin is flexible; it moves, but I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to I would like those cutaway sections they do for like science, where you see a cut off section of Colossus when he's in metal form and see what his organs look like and how they're laid out, and it'd be kind of interesting.
See some roast beef in there. Okay,
we know oil instead of blood. I don't know what the hell's going on.
We've got
and he had the curly fries.
Yeah,
great stuff.
But the fact that his hair becomes a solid flat top, I always loved that too. Thought that was just awesome. If that was you, wouldn't you be doing spikes? I would be doing Liberty spikes, man. I'd be like, shing, 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 shing. My head becomes a fucking mace as soon as I go into armored form. Yeah, I need to write an alternate universe Colossus where he goes as Morningstar, and he just has Liberty spikes that he makes metal and just goes around headbutting people.
Just impaling people. Pietro the Impaler!
Piotr!
He has his burst in his tum-tum.
Oh, that's great.
Hopefully the borscht doesn't burst because that would be smelling.
All right, do we want to get to this game, guys?
Yes, I would love to get to this game.
Yeah, that's little.
I have the stats of 3 X-Men characters.
All right.
I'm going to display them on the screen, and you guys are going to guess which one is Colossus.
Okay.
Okay.
And then do we guess who the other ones are?
Yeah, why not?
Now, is there a hint like if they're X-Men?
You know what? They are all X-Men.
Okay.
Let's make it fair, nice and easy. They are all X-Men.
All right.
So we have 3 stats up there. And I know the answers, so I can't pop in here. But
all right.
I tried to make it a little difficult.
I have a guess, but it seems too obvious,
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, But like Wolverine, he only had a 4 durability, so keep that in mind too.
And so,
or maybe
none of them have
energy. Have a 4 durability for Wolverine.
And the top 2 are not really intelligent.
Well, he's not known for his not, rocket science. And these stats. This depends like on timing too. Like the top one looks more likely if we're going by his old class 70 strength, but now that they've made him class 100 strength, he can't possibly strength 4.
So yeah, that's why I said the second one's probably so obvious it's probably not right. So, or am I overthinking that?
Well, keep in mind this is Marvel's website that I got this from. So
yeah. I don't know what algorithm they use for this because I mean, like, I'd like to see where they put the Hulk in strength.
And they're all it looks like they're all pretty above average strength.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
out of a
his
scale
fight
of
is-
7.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, and if they're using a scale of 7, and that also is going to apply to things like galactic entities and shit, you know, that makes 4 pretty impressive. I think I would actually guess the bottom one is Colossus.
okay.
all right, I'm going to do the middle. I'm going to go, the obvious choice in my mind is the middle, which it's probably wrong because it's the obvious choice.
All right.
So
I'm gonna
the-
remove 1.
All right. So I'm saying the middle is Colossus.
The middle, and then John, you're saying the bottom one?
Yeah.
Now I do
The
have
middle one was correct.
Yeah. Now
It
I
is
do
the
have.
The middle
A,
one was Colossus. The bottom one is Beast.
can I guess the top
And
one?
then finally, oh yeah. Who's the top one?
I think
This
it's,
this one's going to be difficult.
I think it's
probably.
Rogue.
Okay.
What do you think, John?
I don't think so. I think Rogue's speed is going to be faster than that.
Beast.
The
Oh, that
durability
makes
is so
sense.
high.
Beast is very intelligent.
They said that durability is so high.
Yeah, that's what makes me
Yeah.
think Rogue.
This is obviously a physical person. They have no energy abilities whatsoever.
Yep.
Decent strength, especially if it's compared to the Beast, because the Beast strength is downplayed a lot.
It's a toughie.
They're all X-Men. Boy, that durability throws me off. Who's as durable?
Are there any
who's-
X-Men with a very durable sounding name?
Oh. Well, then it's not Rogue.
Oh, I'm just asking.
Oh,
You
okay.
know.
Nope, I'm sticking with my choice.
All right.
You think it was Rogue? If
Yeah.
I'm my shit, I'm tortured by these games. You really torture me with this shit because I'll think about this for a little while.
What about Siren? What does she think?
That's true.
Oh, I'm like you said Siren. I'm like, that is not Siren.
Oh.
What do the nerds think?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
What would the nerds think?
You know what? I'm going to leave those stats up there to taunt you, John, and we can
Okay.
move
Yeah, leave them
forward.
there for a minute and give me a few minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that center one was Colossus because I feel the center one was obvious.
Yeah. That's why I was
Yeah.
thinking,
I would have argued it. I would have had a problem if I was correct at guessing 3, but I really felt like it was too obvious and you were trying to trip us up.
That's what I was going with. I'm
The
like,
other thing is, like, I
reverse
wanted to
doing
make
on it.
sure durability was like the one of the main things, right, for Colossus. And so I was like, you know what? We'll put that number 1, and then kind of, have the other ones a little skewed. So can't make it too difficult either. So
You know who is an X-Man now? An X-Man now is Juggernaut is an X-Man now.
I think his strength would be higher than the 4, though.
I don't know about that.
It's an unstoppable object strong, or is it just magically powered?
Well,
Does he pick up things very strongly?
Yeah, I mean that they don't. His unstoppable nature is a side effect of the Sidorak thing. It's not exactly strength.
It's going to torture you.
Yeah, that it does. It really, like it's physically causing me pain. There's pain. I'm like, oh. Like
My favorite game now is just leaving these stats up there to taunt John. That's
never tell me. Just like you're like, maybe you'll know someday.
And
I'll
then,
be doing like
Good luck,
reverse image searches. Like, what is this chart?
He's going to be going on the Marvel site, looking up every X-Man.
all right, Siren
Why am I
Storm,
looking
what do you
up
think?
Shadowcat?
I want to know what
Yeah.
Siren Storm thinks.
That's Eris pointing to John.
Boop, boop. Now, it's an X-Men that sounds durable is possibly a hint.
I mean,
Possibly.
there aren't a lot of that in the X-Men when it comes to, well, what was Wolverine, a 4?
I think so. I can pull that up.
So
Wolverine or Juggernaut. I think Juggernaut would be stronger. Because
I know, but
this
I don't
is
know that I don't know that that's true.
in the fighting skills, I would say 3's correct because all he does is really run through stuff.
Yeah,
And then
he's a Hulk
intelligent,
smash.
he's never really been intelligent. I don't know.
Laura said Wolverine or Juggernaut.
Yeah, I could see Wolverine. But I
I
would
don't
think
think it's
Wolverine.
Wolverine. I think Wolverine's durability was a 4.
And I think Wolverine's fighting skills are better than a 3.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't even think about that. That's you can't. Yeah, no, it can't be him.
Yeah.
You know who this strength 4 throws me off a little bit, but Archangel is a possibility, but that strength is awful high. I don't know. You have to tell me. I'm just gonna get.
It's gonna torque.
All right, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Yes.
You give up?
Yeah.
You don't want to throw a guess out there?
I did. I
Or
think it's Juggernaut.
You think it's Juggernaut? Final answer, lock it in?
Sure.
Rogue.
It's armor.
Oh
shit.
Oh, I would never have thought of armor.
Yeah.
That's why it sounded durable.
So, Mariah Bain, you had said the last time we did this game, who's an X-Man that John would think of? And I'm like, you know what? I've never brought up armor before. So that's one I'm gonna pick. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I would have gone all night and not thought of armor because
I wouldn't have either.
They were relatively new and they're a cool character, but they haven't like warmed themselves to me yet. You know what I mean? There was no like.
That's fair.
I feel like I have memories with so many X-Men. Like I remember this time and I remember that time, but I never really developed that with this interpersonal feeling with armor.
Well, that's cool. I like
That
these
is
little
cool
games.
Yeah.
I do too.
Makes you think.
You know, they used to have these side
yourself.
charts where they had all the X-Men lined up in a row, almost like in front of a identify the criminal
The height
identification
chart thing?
What the hell's the name of that, Wayne?
The criminal lineup?
Oh, the
lineup.
Yeah, the lineup.
Right.
The photo lineup.
It was almost like a lineup, but it had them in front of those charts so you could tell height.
Yeah.
And so just the line of the X-Men, very simply drawn, but it was always cool to really see the way that they're intended to be in size relation to each other.
Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's
Colossus.
over here, Colossus is over here.
Do you guys
Well,
know
you
who
know.
Puck is?
Who?
Do you guys know who Puck is?
Yeah.
I've heard of Puck.
Marvel character Puck? Yeah, from Alpha Flight.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he was always just, I mean, obviously he's a dwarf, but the funny part about that character is they always show him so small and everything else, but he's actually huge. He's like 6'6". He was
Puck is?
Yeah, he was a thief, and he was cut down by a mystic sword, and it caused his dwarfism, and it also causes him to always be in pain.
Oh.
Aw.
I swear to God,
Well, that
it's
was
right
funny for
through.
a moment.
He was
Or-
like 6'6".
And now he's
It's crazy.
4'6". 3'6".
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was it chopped him down, so he
Poor guy.
he has that kind of thing. I know. Puck was
My-
a great character.
My favorite combo with Colossus is the fastball special with Wolverine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Yep. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Does Puck get in on that at all?
Oh yeah, he gets thrown around by Sasquatch all the time.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
the Sasquatch. Like I love Alpha Flight. We should definitely have a talk about Alpha Flight
Yeah,
sometime.
definitely.
And, I feel like they just never get written well when they're in their own comic. When they show up in other comics and things, they're great. But then they hand them off to some writer, and I'm like, the original Alpha Flight series, fantastic. And then it just kind of went off the rails. But it was so good. Like when James Hudson, the original Guardian, and also part of the Weapon X program in Canada, and everything else. He was part of all of the that type of thing. When he died in a fight with Omega Flight. Omega Flight was kind of like Alpha Flight Junior, and was rebelling. They were kind of villainous, and anyway, he died, and he and he and Heather were like family level friends with Logan, with Wolverine. Matter of fact, they found him in the Canadian wilderness when he was running amok as a wild animal. But you guys should read up on what that is all about. It's kind of cool. But so they're heavily involved in the X-Men. As a matter of fact, one of the early ones, they show up to get Wolverine back because they feel like Xavier kind of stole him from Canada. So it was I don't know. I just really liked the team, and also because they were unique. There wasn't a there isn't like a clone of each character. They had unique powers. Sasquatch, even though he was the strong guy, he's an avatar for an ancient god, and Puck is this thief acrobat who has this weird long history. He's much older than you think he is. And just all this cool stuff that made him very original. So I'd like to see more from them. I really would.
Now, the animated series had one show with Alpha Flight in it, and just as you said, they tricked Wolverine to coming up there to bring him back. And so, is it true that James Hudson's real, pseudonym is Vindicator?
Originally, he was Vindicator, then he became Guardian.
Because they called him Vindicator in the animated series.
Yeah, he was Vindicator, then he became Guardian. And then Heather, his wife, became the new Vindicator when he died. So that the Vindicator moniker has been on both of them, and so has the Guardian moniker. So yeah, they've both used both those names. There's a lot of things that came out of there, like North Star and Aurora.
Yeah,
two characters, and they're Fae. They're one of the few characters in Marvel that their powers are based in the Fae world. They have elven lineage, so a lot of their powers and abilities come from that side of their lineage, which is just cool. I mean, it's unique. What other creatures are really Fae based in Marvel, other than one-off little villains or things they encounter?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
What's her name? Snowbird. Snowbird is very. She's like a goddess. She's like like Thor level goddess. She can take the form of any animal. She's just able to transform into different kinds of animals, fly, has all kinds of neat things. It's unique. It's just different. She's like this goddess, and I think they pulled it all from like Canadian lore and at least northern hemisphere lore kind of thing. So it's kind of cool. I really like Alpha Flight a lot.
Yeah.
But if you guys could build a 7-man X-Man team, who would it be?
Oh.
Well, me, Wolverine and Gambit are 1 and 2. All right, we'll just start with that. I've got 5 more to pick from.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to have Nightcrawler in there.
Yeah.
I think I'd go Wolverine, Gambit. I'd go Iceman.
Oh, good choice.
Because he's a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm. Way more powerful than people realize.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Iceman makes the cut for sure. I think we get Scott Summers and Jean Grey. I think that would be the team for me.
That's a good one. I would definitely have Wolverine, Gambit. I'd definitely put Rogue in there. I need Professor X. I need my
Rogue
leader
too. Yeah, fuck
that douche.
No, we need one telepath. I'll take Jean Grey. We can leave old Chuck at home.
And really, if you have Cyclops, you have to have Jean Grey. It's just a rule. So I'm going to leave those 2 out. But I definitely Beast. I like Beast. I've always liked Jubilee, as annoying as she is. I've always liked Jubilee.
Team mascot.
Team mascot. Put him
See, for me, that
down!
would go to Beast.
And I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna say Morph, even though or Changeling, but you know I grew up on animated series, so I'm going with Morph.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's my 7.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. It's hard to go wrong. I mean, there's just so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great characters with that. I mean, I honestly would be a little bit classic with it. I would have
Jubilee. Laura.
Classic Wolverine, Gambit, Storm, Nightcrawler, Jean. That was Laura.
You know what? Out of my list, I think I drop Wolverine and put Colossus in.
Yeah, it'd be.
Yeah, Colossus.
I think I drop Wolverine and put Colossus in because I've Gambit to do like the seedy missions, but I think my team of 7 needed a little bit more power, maybe a durable guy. So I think Colossus for everybody to hide behind a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would definitely do Gene and Scott. I think those two are kind of mandatory. And then it would be Colossus and Nightcrawler. Wolverine. And then I think I would throw Iceman in there.
That's a
and
good choice, yeah.
I would throw Kitty in there as the other one.
Okay.
I would have Shadowcat in there. Her just because I have such respect for her powers. I think I don't think they ever played in the Kitty now. Like when she was leading the Marauders, we found out she's a whole different kind of mutant. She's just really come into herself. Rogue would be a quick alternate because I really like Rogue, but it's hard not to have Rogue and Gambit. And
yes.
As much as I love Gambit, he wouldn't make the cut for me.
Yeah,
because I just think that you got the punch power of Cyclops in the leadership and the strategy. Jean is a massive powerhouse in herself. Colossus, again, the wall of steel and the durability. Wolverine for everything you need, ferocious and feral. Crowd control, you don't get any better crowd control than Iceman, and that's not even getting into his offensive capabilities.
Yep.
Nightcrawler's ability to get everybody out of there. Plus, I like Nightcrawler, what he brings to the team with his almost like
moral compass in a way.
That's the swashbuckling nature he has of being able to go here to there, a little poke stab. I don't know. I just really like that about him. So that's like I said, Kitty. I think Kitty brings a lot to the table. It'd be a fun group. I really like that grouping. But yeah, I'd love to see it. It's also hard not to put Storm in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Storm, but here's the thing: if I was going to put Storm in, I'd take Cyclops out. I don't like Cyclops and Storm on the same team. I like the team being led by either Cyclops or Storm.
Or Storm, yeah.
Yeah, I like them both in the leadership role. I don't like one in the non-leadership role. I think the two of them are just kind of written as born leaders, and I'd like to see one or the other. And if I was going to do that, if I was going to take Cyclops out, I'd take Jean out, and I would throw in Captain Britain and who was Psylocke, Betsy Braddock in her British form.
Oh, there you go.
Not her Quan, not as Quan and not as Psylocke. Because she's separated again. She's now Captain Britain, but she's a telepath. And then I would have her and Storm, which would make for a pretty good team itself. Because I like Quanin a lot too, but again, you get too many of that. Like, it's almost like you need X-Men Dark, where you have Wolverine, Gambit, Quanin, and you just get this like the seedy, the assassin killer type X-Men. But be a good group.
Yeah, like a rogues guild, pretty much.
Yeah. Have you guys seen you guys haven't read anything about the what the hell is it called that my brain's gonna be well, I forget what it's called. Revelation, the Revelation comic series that's going on with. So Doug Ramsey's Cipher is uh the what do you call it, successor to Apocalypse.
Wow.
He is the new Apocalypse, and he
Ooh.
is there's a whole storyline where they in the future they come back and they take the consciousness of Beast and Cyclops and bring him into the future where Doug is basically ruling the world. It's a whole different kind of thing. It's very Age of Apocalypse esque, but
It's
it's got a
pretty
whole different vibe and feel to it. It isn't it's still dark, but it doesn't have that gritty, shady thing. It's more bright and just like the world is under a new power. It's different. It's a really good series. But what the reason I bring that up is because Beast looks wildly different now. He's white instead of blue.
a white beast.
Yeah.
Now,
First of all,
Albino
you know the
Beast.
Beast was originally supposed to be black, right? The Beast his fur was black, but the way that the coloring had to do it always made him look blue in order to
Kind of like
shade.
Batman.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So he ended up being blue. But anyway, so Beast is currently our Beast. The Beast we've always known is white, and
Yes.
he is 100% a psychotic villain now.
He sure is white. Wow. That looks
Yeah,
pretty
his
cool.
consciousness- Yeah, his consciousness was the one. They accidentally pulled his consciousness into the future instead of the other Beast, which is a clone of an earlier version of our Beast, who is much more. He's our Beast. He's like, even though the original Beast is this new villainous one, the Beast that runs around with the X-Men still is the mind and type of character that we've always loved. But this they keep making Beast go dark. I mean, Dark Beast was part of the Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Now we've got our original Hank going all villainous. It's quite interesting.
You know,
But
speaking
yeah,
of
he's fully white now.
speaking of beast, real quick, is he didn't have fur at first. I would have loved to be a kid reading the comics when they created Blue Fur Beast.
Hmm.
All of a sudden, he's normal beast. You're reading the comics every week, and all of a sudden, accident, boop, Blue Beast. I think it would be really, really cool to go back in time to actually read the
Yep.
comics as that all happened.
Yep.
But
And
now he's White Beast.
Yeah.
Nice white
In
Beast.
X Factor, he went through a bunch of transformations too. In X Factor, he went back. He reverted. He got back to the human form, but he was losing his intelligence. He was becoming like almost childlike, and then he got mutated again with the blue fur. Went back to being the blue fur beast, and then a little later he mutated again, and he became almost feline. They had this like cat-like face and everything else, but that ended up reverting back too. So they've mutated him quite a few times. You know, people really panned that casting of Beast, but I tell you that in my head, that is the voice of Beast.
Oh
Right?
yeah, Kelsey
I
Grammer
agree.
did a great Beast. He really
It's
did.
like, I don't know. With modern Hollywood power, they should just have him voice. They should just do a CGI Beast and let Kelsey be the voice of him, because
I
that's
agree.
the thing. Yeah, the different. They need to put up one of the no
cat
fur
beast.
Beast now.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, it's interesting what they've done with him. And he's another character that people don't talk about enough with his strength. The Beast is exceptionally strong.
Uh-huh.
I forget what class strength he has, but it's way stronger than people realize. He can hold his own with people but they don't portray him a lot like that. Yeah, that's what he looked like in X Factor.
Yep. There you go.
He's very just a very like apish in that.
And it's
But
you say Kelsey Grammer, but I love George Buzza or Buzza, Buza, because he was the voice of Beast in the original animated series and in X-Men '97, and that's
a
the
great
Beast I
voice.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I feel like those voices are very interchangeable. Like I don't think they're too far off from each other. And I don't mean in necessarily
Yeah.
the sound of the voice, but in the speech patterns and the different cancer. You know, like the pacing of how they talk. I think they just really embody that like intellect. Yeah, there's
Yes.
the feline beast.
Yeah, exactly.
I really do that.
Oh, he looks like a kitty.
I really hated that.
Little kitty.
It was dumb to make them all feline like that to me. I'm glad they got back. I mean, why did his ears move? It was just strange. I don't know. I just don't get it. I really hated the feline beast thing. But yeah.
And Nicholas Holt's beast is amazing too.
Yeah, he did. Nicholas Holt is amazing in himself.
Oh, true.
Is that the beast stats?
Yeah, that's the beast stats
The beast
right there.
stats.
Yeah, look at his strength.
The beast.
I mean, he's got a healing factor.
Kitty
Not
beast.
as great as Wolverine, but he has a significant healing factor.
Yep.
And he's stat wise, he stacks up really hard.
Yeah.
Now, in your knowledge of the comics, has Colossus and Beast ever actually been adversaries and one-on-one fought?
I've never seen that. I did see recently where Colossus and Wolverine fought.
Yes.
And Wolverine actually killed Colossus. That was an alternate thing, but
I do wonder how much Beast would hang with Colossus, because Colossus obviously still stronger, but Beast is much more agile.
Yeah, and what is the Beast's? Well, obviously Colossus's strength was what?
6.
6, 5?
Yeah, it was. I believe it was 6. But the Beast's intelligent is way bigger. Hey, Ace Knight.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah, so we got
for Colossus in strength.
Oh yeah, 6 in strength. Yeah. I mean, statistically, I think that Colossus kind of takes the fight because, especially if he gets a hold of him, he just tears his arms off.
And that's the thing that he's got to get a hold of him. Because Beast is so agile.
That's true.
Yep.
Or if Ileana comes to help, she'll just make Beast go into limbo.
There we go.
There's a neat thing for a what if. What if it was Colossus that was taken by Mephisto and stuff? And you mentioned a Colossus with the soul sword. You know how cool he'd look?
No, are we still letting Colossus keep his medal?
Oh yeah.
Look, Colossus has had a lot of boons in his life. Look, he got the Phoenix Force. He received the Gem of Sidorak. He's a mutant. He is naturally 6'6". Like, he's been given a lot of things in life. Okay, and he doesn't need a soul sword. Okay,
in his true Age of Apocalypse, he was one of Apocalypse's horsemen.
That wasn't an Age of Apocalypse. That was a different. But he wasn't up in a different multiverse. But it wasn't Age of Apocalypse.
Because
that one
some
was
guys
interesting.
just get it all.
We dropped Wayne.
We did.
Wayne gone.
Why did I go? Where did Wayne go?
Where did Wayne go?
Your camera dropped out.
Yeah, I don't know why. Where did Wayne go?
Where'd it go? Have you guys been watching Wonder Man?
I have not.
Oh yeah, I watched it all. I did.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet, but man, they write these Marvel shows to not show those powers as much as possible. I feel like, hey, he's back. Welcome back.
Yay!
It makes sense. It makes sense, but also it's written to not show his powers at all.
Yeah, I mean,
at least up to where I'm at. Wayne cast invisibility.
I won't lie, it bugs me. I don't know what this is. This mentality that we want to watch a show about a superhero who doesn't use his power as a superhero. I don't know what the hell. I'm watching superheroes. I want to watch fucking superheroes. I want to see them doing superhero stuff. You know?
Yeah.
It was well written. It's well written and well acted in a very good show. Don't get me wrong. I feel let down by not having Superman. He doesn't even have to be like I don't want it to be what's his name? Who's the guy? Who's the director that's always blowing stuff up? Michael Bay? Is it Michael Bay?
Michael Bay. Yep.
It doesn't have to be that grand kind of thing, but it can still be like, I don't know. It does. I think these people are too focused on. They think that they believe that a show has to be grounded and gritty with good acting in order to be successful. And that the superhero shows are vapid and shallow, and so there's no character creation. I think that's completely wrong. I think it was proven wrong in early Marvel. You can have
Yeah.
a character doing superhero level things, superhuman things, and still be a deep character. It's just good writing. You just need
Yeah.
better writers. Like, come on, it's not that. I don't know.
We were
It
watching
bugs
it, and
me.
Laura's like, "This has Starsky and Hutch vibes."
Oh,
That's
Starsky
fun.
and Hutch.
Yeah, for real though. Like it is a good show. I liked it. I thought it was entertaining, but I wouldn't recommend it to other people. I think. I just feel like it's good, but it isn't what it makes itself out to be. It's not really, it doesn't feel like a superhero show. But I haven't finished it yet. We're about 6 episodes in, I think. So we got 2 more to go. So we'll see if they turn a corner.
I think it ended. I would recommend it as a good show.
Okay.
I would not say, if you really want to see a good superhero show, go watch this one.
Gotcha.
That would be my recommendation. I will say that hopefully, the way they ended it, you need to get to the end. We'll talk about it more when it's the end. But
Absolutely.
they ended it in a way that gives me optimism that it's gonna lead. But I don't know that they're gonna do another series. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. It depends. But
Maybe they'll
real
put
quick,
him in something else.
yeah, I'm hoping, because I really like all of the acting in the show was
It's great. Yeah.
It's so
You guys
good.
did a good job. It just came out a week ago.
Oh yeah,
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, it's excellent. I really liked, like I said, it would be impossible to do it wrong with that level of acting. That
I
show
agree
could
with
have been
that,
about
yeah.
anything with those two people leading it out and the other supporting actors in it. The show could have been about anything. So they just grabbed superior casting. I don't
Yeah.
know how much I love it as a superhero show.
Yeah. I'm
You know,
probably going to look into what other TV shows and movies the Wonder Man actor has been in, cuz I'm interested. Like,
Simon
he's great.
Williams.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd like to know more about him too. But like I said, in the let me know what you think at the end. We'll talk about it a little bit next week or something. But maybe we'll do Wonder Man next week. Talk about it once, if all of us have a chance to watch it. It'd be a good chance to go through that. But
Wonder
We'll talk
Man.
about him.
yeah. But real quick, I was saying with Colossus as a horseman in that universe, the 16558 universe where he became a horseman, he was a member of one of the horsemen of that team. He was the only mutant on that team, and they were formed before there were other horsemen before he joined the team, and that was the only team of horsemen that didn't have a mutant. It was Deadpool, Man-Thing, Moon Knight, and the Venom symbiote were the horsemen in that universe. There were no
Oh,
mutants,
wow.
which was the first time that had ever happened. So that was kind of interesting.
Was Venom on Eddie Brock?
It says the Venom symbiote. I'm not positive. I didn't read it.
Oh.
I haven't read those ones. That's on my list.
I'd be interested.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to see more of it. Did you see that did you see the new, who was the recently Venom? They had um
Tom Hardy, right?
no, in the comics. They had this new Venom, and it's what's her name? His wife's girlfriend, Spider-Man's.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane. It was Mary Jane.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Was Venom.
Mary
But
Jane is Venom.
They revealed her identity. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of wow. And the craziest part is that it didn't look like a female Venom, so it really threw people off. She's appearing as like Venom, full ripped up.
That's really
whatever.
cool.
Yeah, and it's got this like gold and black color scheme. But Yep, she's Venom and Venom. Well, I don't know if she still is. I haven't followed up on the stuff a lot. I've been reading a lot of back issues. I did all the Revelation things. That Revelation, I think I shared with you guys that new place I'm reading places things from. But
Yeah.
I went through and got a reading order for the whole Revelation thing and read all of the different comics. It was great. It was so
Nice.
good. But yeah.
Well, anything else for the Colossus order, guys?
Just that
I think I'm
I love the
good.
guy.
Yeah.
I think I hope to see him. I don't like how they make it, but I
Well,
don't
the
like how they make
Colossus-
him villainous sometimes. It bugs
Colossus
me.
from the arcade is amazing. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Which-
No, you know what? When it comes to good guys, I love Colossus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
He's a good dude.
they made him villainous again recently, which always bugs the shit out of me. Like they made
Yeah.
him one of the acolytes for Magneto for a little while, and it's like, just stop. Actually, did you guys see that? Real quick, one thing. This is another real quick thing. Colossus was fun. So Colossus died from the mutant virus, the one that was killing all the mutants. That what's her name? Maura McTaggart and stuff. With all that stuff was going on. The legacy virus was killing all kinds of mutants. I know it's an older comic line, but it was killing all kinds of things. Colossus sacrificed himself for a cure and died. The legacy virus killed him. Fast forward a while, Kitty is infiltrating this base on a wholly different mission, and she finds a catatonic Colossus still alive.
Wow.
He's being kept. He's being like put in a coma or whatever. And she wakes him up and is bringing him up to the surface. But it's a great scene with this giant metal Colossus like draped over Kitty's shoulders as she's hauling him to the surface. It's a good scene. It just Google
Did she find
Kitty.
him 3 days after he died? Because I know Deadpool said he was Marvel Jesus, but it sounded like
Right.
it's Colossus.
Deadpool
But
is
if
not
you,
Marvel Jesus.
Yeah, right. In his own mind.
Oh, Wade Wilson.
But yeah, when she rescues him, I was looking for that image, but it's a great scene when she just finds him there. It was it was a really good one. Like, I don't know, it was kind of neat. It was unexpected. You didn't know that was going to happen. I was reading along in the comic, and I'm like, holy shit, this just happened. It was a really nice moment. So,
Oh, nice.
but yeah, that's all I really have for Mr. Piotr Nikolaevich Rasputin.
Piotr.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out. Make sure to follow us. Check us out on YouTube. We have TikTok presence now. We got all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, we're all
So,
over
guys,
the
check
place.
it out.
Oh,
We're like a
everywhere.
nerd contagion.
We are the Nerd Virus.
We are the
Yeah.
Nerd Pow Wow.
and
Infantry.
yeah, night gamers or night nerds.
Nerd.
Nerds.
We're probably gamers too. Nerds, gamers.
Yeah, we're everything.
Yeah, Ice Knight checks us out on Spotify. It's a great justifies our subscription to Buzzsprout that we pay for every month. You know, we have our one viewer on Spotify. So hey, keep it up. We appreciate you making it worth
Yes, we
all
do.
worth it. Yep.
Yep.
All right. We'll catch you nerds later.
See you, nerds.
Night, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Boy.
All right, that's a wrap, guys.
Well, step aside and watch how my adoring fans flock to me.